What is up and it's going on, guys? Simpzy here, and today for you I have another episode of my FIFA 14 Manchester United career mode. Now if you look at the bottom right hand side of the stadium, you see the cars, they kind of look a bit glitchy and a bit bugged out. Half of them are like sinking in the cement, which I'm not really too sure why. But in today's episode, guys, I felt rather generous, and I decided to put three games in this episode. So the first match is against Arsenal at Old Trafford. The second match is against Tottenham Hotspur, and the third match is against Borussia Dortmund at Dortmund. Now the first match against Arsenal here, basically I felt generous, and you guys have been giving an awesome amount of support on my videos, so I thought why not chuck in three games for you guys. So Van Persie, of all players, Van Persie to break the deadlock against Arsenal. It was actually a pretty stupid penalty because Shelney blatantly tripped Robin Van Persie, and I thought about bringing Wayne Rooney out for it, but I thought that seeing that Van Persie drew the penalty, and seeing he used to play for Arsenal, and a lot of fans are still bitter about that, I thought he should draw first blood. In the 17th, roughly around about 17th minute, Wayne Rooney got up on the score sheet to bring it 2-0 at Old Trafford against Arsenal. Now, Arsenal and Tottenham are both very good sides. They're both top five at least. Royce scores a goal, and my front three strikers were going ham against Arsenal. And I'm hoping I can replicate that same victory. Well, my highest scoring victory in this Manchester United career mode so far is the match against Sunderland when they end up winning 6-1. And I'm hoping we can replicate that here today. Seeing Van Persie, Royce and Wayne Rooney have both got on the score sheet. Robin Van Persie threw on goal and nearly bagged his second, but just went wide of, what's his name? Chesney, that's it. Arsenal making a breakthrough, and they managed to pull one back past Begovic. But the final score, that was like the only thing that happened in the second half, Arsenal's goal. But Marouane Fellaini ended up getting the man of the match. Royce picked up a goal. I did do the triple threat, bringing on Zaha, Welbeck and Hernandez, but unfortunately we didn't. They didn't score. We had a match against Napoli. We ended up winning 1-0 thanks to Hernandez coming off the bench, seeing he didn't really have a very, last half in the Arsenal match. But we do have a match against Tottenham Hotspur. But if you guys can remember, as it says there, Anderson faces visit from old teammates. Yes, because I did sell him to Tottenham Hotspur for, I think it was around like the 6 million mark, or that's what I got allocated. But it's going to be interesting to see how we go against Tottenham. But this is not the last game of the episode, guys. If you guys can remember, as I said, we do have a match against Borussia Dortmund, a Champions League match. We're currently on top of the table with 10 wins, 1 draw and 0 losses, followed by Manchester City and Chelsea. That makes up the top 3. And it's going to be interesting to see how we do against Tottenham Hotspur. They have a lot of good players, Tottenham Hotspur. But I feel like those players they signed, like Soldado, Ericsson, Lamela, they're like the best players of those teams, and they didn't sign any they signed like the best players of teams around the world, but they didn't actually sign I guess like trophy and title winning teams. It's kind of hard to explain, like, if you know what I mean, Soldado and whatnot. I can't remember if Ajax did win the league, so quote me if I'm wrong on that. But guys, always put in the comment section down below constructive criticism, because I love your feedback. I love to know what you're thinking, and I like constructive criticism. So if you did leave a dislike or wanted to comment on something, it makes me help me improve my videos to make it better for everyone. So I did sim a Capital One Cup match against Arsenal because I didn't really see a point of playing it, to be quite honest. Seems we had played a match against Arsenal not too long ago, and Javier Hernandez came off the bench and scored the same as in the Napoli game, which is quite interesting. We ended up having a match against Everton, and we ended up winning 3-1. We got a job offer from France. Now, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, Newcastle had 3 injuries and 1 red card, so they had 4 of their first team players out. And unfortunately, Remy there picked up an injury in the actual match. So I was going to play that match against Newcastle. I was like, well, what's the point? They've all got injuries. And so yeah, we got a match against Borussia Dortmund. And I don't know why I said that so weird. We had a match against Borussia Dortmund. Isco is actually dominating the Champions League goal scoring. And it'll be interesting to see how we play at Dortmund. And of course, when we fly over to Germany, It's fucking snowing, typical Germany. And I really do love the Borussia Dortmund stadium. Look at that, look at the colours on it. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. We're currently leading in the group stage. We have 5 wins, 0 losses. And Borussia Dortmund are followed by us, and then, yeah. Unfortunately, we conceded against Borussia Dortmund in front of their home fans. Now, this is Royce's second match against Borussia Dortmund, but first home match against his home stand, and I wonder if he's getting battered by the fans. Blazikowski or Blazikowski, I can't quite remember his name. Bags another go. So this is not looking good for Manchester United. We came all the way to Germany, and we're currently we're losing 2-0 against Dortmund before half-time. Royce trying to make a run. Wayne Rooney. Now, mind you, this is our first match in the snow because it's our first match in the snow, so you got to give us a little bit of break in that aspect. Ron Van Persie trying to make some space. It's not like we didn't have any challenges, it's just we couldn't get on the ball at Germany. Wayne Rooney running through on goal. Smacks it, and it manages to just go back into the back of the net, and Rooney picks up the ball. Like, come on boys, we need to bring this back. Wonderfella just spills it, and unfortunately he wasn't able to save it. Just looking at the replay there. That's a good shot from Rooney though, in the snow. He ran so far. But I still think my favourite goals this season is match against Wigan Athletic, when he did that amazing tackle and ended up scoring for us. But it was Marco Reus, the old Borussia Dortmund player, to make it a draw. Wayne Rooney with an awesome pass. Now, of all people to save the game and pull us away with points in the draw, it was Marco Reus. And Dortmund fans will be spewing about that. I was so happy that Royce scored the winner and managed to bring us points and make us have a non-losing. We haven't lost a match in the group stage. We've won 5 and drawn 1, which is a fucking awesome statistic in the group stage. Even though we had Borussia Dortmund, Napoli, Real Sociedad's average, but we still had a pretty good group nonetheless. So I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched the way through, I really do appreciate it. And after you've watched this video, you go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. Okay, bye-bye, guys.